everybody, this is Ray the Video Guy once again, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about using lighting for your videos. The general idea is that while the iPhone can take a great video, and most video cameras can take a pretty good video, one of the biggest things they need to do a really good job is great lighting. Low lighting is always going to make your videos look bad. Harsh lighting is always going to make your videos look a little strange as well. So what you always want to have is some really good lighting. Now the problem is that oftentimes people think of lighting as being very expensive. They think of high-end studios with lots of lights. Well, fortunately, there are some ways around this, and you can get some nice lights. So if you're actually going to set up some sort of a studio setting, you can go to this website here, which is called B&H. And B&H is a company out of New York. You can see they've got a very large building in New York. They sell everything audio and video that you could possibly want, along with some photo stuff and electronics and whatnot. But they're known very much for their audio, video, and photo. And one thing they have a lot of is lights. And you can see here we've got some reflector lights here, and they're not very expensive. We're talking starting at about $31. And you can actually go in and you can actually get different lighting kits, and they start to move up to $100 here and into the $300 range, just depending upon which kind you get. But basically the idea here is that you can get some really nice lighting for some decent prices. I mean, $200 here gets you this entire lighting kit, which is very good. $100 will get you these 3 lights here, which are also very good. In fact, if we take a quick look at the site here, you can see that these use just a large light bulb, but actually what I've actually done with some of these is used the fluorescent light bulbs that you can get at any store, the little swirly kind, and they actually will put out enough even light that if you're in a small area, they'll light you very well, but the light will be a little bit softer, so you don't get a lot of harsh shadows, and also they tend to last forever. So they work very, very well for small settings where you need a couple of good-sized lights. Now, for those of you who don't want to spend a couple $100 on some lighting, we do have a ninja trick here that will help you to get a nice lighting kit that is actually very inexpensive. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop over to Walmart here, and you can see right here we've got a 1,000-watt halogen work light on a stand here. And only $33 for this, and you get 2 lights on there. And this is a fantastic ninja way to get some great lighting. There's a lot of photographers and video people that use these, and you wouldn't think that they would, but they do. These are great for this. In fact, the light bulbs that they use, these use the long, thin light bulb. It's 500 watt, and those are actually the exact same light bulb that are used in some of the high-end lighting kits. So you're getting basically the same light. Yeah, the reflectors are a little bit cheaper, and the light can be kind of harsh if you don't use something to soften it up a little bit or bounce it off of a ceiling. But if you need lighting and you don't want to wait for B&H to ship it out, and you don't want to pay the price for the higher-end lightings, this is a great way to get some really powerful lights very, very inexpensively. So that's my quick little tip here on lighting. And again, if you're going to be shooting any sort of video, whether it's on the iPhone or any camera for that matter, lighting is a huge deal. So if you can, get some lights that are really going to brighten up your picture. Also, if you're in a building that has fluorescent lights, those can be very good. They provide a nice, soft, even light. There are some problems with fluorescent lights that can interfere with your video a little bit, but they do provide a nice, even light. And for the most part, if you're in a brightly lit office building with the fluorescent lights, you're going to do pretty well. If not, you can pick one of these up here at Walmart, or again, you can head over to B&H and pick from any of the many different lighting kits that they have available there. And of course, you can always go outside. The sun is the best light source there is. So if you need to get some good light and you want to take a nice picture, head outside. The phone is going to look really great if you're shooting outside, as long as you stand where the sun is pointing towards the subject and behind the camera so that you're not shooting into the sun. So that's my quick lighting tips. little ninja tactic to get a nice cheap light that'll really help you out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below, or click the link and head over to our website where we can help you even further.